We all picked Ardbeg.
He always goes Laphroiag, doesn't matter.
Oh, we picked Laphroiag.
I did Laphroiag.
Watch this.
Oh, sacrilege!
Welcome to my whiskey then. Once again, I have Sean and Chad here. Glad to have them here with me. And we are going through the epic battle of Ardbeg versus Laphroiag. And how are we going to do this? With Girl Scout cookies as the mediator to determine which one pairs best with which. So, let's break this down and see what happens.
Let's do it.
Yeah, dropping Ardbeg in this one. And then Laphroiag, 10 is going in the other. It's a 10 versus 10. It's a fair comparison that way.
10 drinks, Sean.
Yeah, you only have to have 10 drinks, Sean. To be honest, Samoas or Caramel Delights didn't pair well with either one for me. The peat kind of, there was too much sweet coconut. Kind of ruined it for me. I think I liked the whiskey more than I liked the cookie. Man, this is not good. I'm going Laphroiag on this one.
I would have to say, probably what I like better is the Ardbeg. The Laphroiag, what it leaves is just kind of a tarry taste in your mouth at the end of it, whereas the Ardbeg, it was a little bit. The Ardbeg held up better, you know. The cookie kind of beats your tongue around a little bit. So my vote is the Ardbeg.
You're talking me back into it now. I may have to have another cookie. You can just try.
Technical difficulties.
I can't even get it to the right frame, Sean. There you go. I can't help it.
Alright, so when it comes to the Caramel Delights, or the Samoas as the Girl Scouts used to call them, I'm going to go with the Laphroiag. Laphroiag.
Wow.
I think that it actually pairs better with that. I mean, the overpoweringness of the caramel and the coconut is not mixing really well with either of them, but if you were going to choose between the two for this cookie, I would go with the Laphroiag.
I am just going to stick with what I went with originally because I feel like backpedaling at this point would be total bullshit. So, Laphroiag won. I like the Ardbeg. I'm just gonna say it now. That was nice. It's interesting with the Laphroiag. I'm not gonna say it complements it as well. Lemonade goes hands down to Ardbeg for me.
Alright, so not that lemon, what are these called? Lemonades?
Lemonades.
Lemonades pair excellent with either. But at least I didn't gag when I drank the Laphroiag and the lemon together. So I'm gonna go with that one.
I think once again, I'm a fan of Ardbeg, so that's part of it. That's what makes it tougher. I like both. I'd go with the Ardbeg. I like it. I don't know. It does bring out some different notes in the Ardbeg than it does in the Laphroiag, and I like that, kind of the sweetness it puts in there. So I'm still going with the Ardbeg again. So still the winner. Pat likes it. He likes my choice. But yeah, I'll go with the Ardbeg. I'd still say so far we haven't found any that. I don't know that I would pair Ardbeg or Laphroiag with Girl Scout cookies at all, but if you have to choose one, choose Ardbeg.
All right. Next is, what are we doing?
Peanut butter sandwiches.
Peanut butter sandwiches. Now, those aren't the good ones. Those are the okay ones. This peanut butter one is one of the first ones that I think has promise.
Definitely, this one's actually more of a clear-cut winner. I mean, the cookie's excellent. You can't not like a peanut butter cookie. But I would say actually on this one, I like what Laphroig's bringing to the table. So Laphroig is the winner on the peanut butter, whatever they are. Yeah, the peanut butter, whatever they are.
Yeah. I had a few sips and the Ardbeg loses some, and you're right, Chad. The Laphroaig plays into this. This is 2-1 before Sean even gets to say a word. I'm intrigued to see what you have, but this one, the Laphroaig, big winner, big winner.
So when it comes to the Girl Scout, what is it, peanut butter sandwich, I am actually still gonna go with the Laphroaig. I'm not gonna deviate from the previous two options so far, which begs to question on whether I'm just choosing Laphroaig because that's the normal one I would normally pick anyways, or because it's actually pairing well with the cookies. We'll see.
Wait. Thin mints. The Ardbeg for me, it disappeared a little bit, and in the Laphroaig, it stood out a little bit more. I don't know, once again, kind of a bland nil on this. Nothing jumped out as a winner. I'll be honest, when I started it was Laphroaig on that one, so I'll stick with that.
It's all the debate of what you're really doing it for. Is it more about the whiskey or about the cookie? And to me, if you're having Girl Scout cookies and pairing whiskey with it, it's about the cookies. Because otherwise, you're just drinking the whiskey. I mean, why would you muddy it up with Girl Scout cookies or cookies from anywhere for that matter? Don't get me wrong, Girl Scout cookies are fantastic. But so all that being said, blah blah blah. All that being said, I say what makes the Girl Scout cookie better or pairs best with it is probably the Laphroaig. You get a little bit more of the the tarry flavor on the Ardbeg. I love me some Ardbeg. I just wouldn't drink it and eat Girl Scout cookies. That's what I'm saying. So if I had to choose, it'd be the Laphroaig.
All right, so when it comes to the Thin Mint with the Girl Scout cookies, I'm 100% Ardbeg on this one. The Laphroaig did not complement well at all with it. The Ardbeg actually rinses the palate well with it and actually mixes with it, which is phenomenal. I mean, not that you would normally eat Girl Scout cookies and whiskey, like Chad said, but if you were going to, that's what you would do, because it does not mix well with Laphroaig at all. So
Wrong.
Might be a little wrong. Or he could be right. We'll see at the end.
Alright, so this is for the Girl Scout cookie peanut butter patty, correct? Alright, so out of the two, again, Ardbeg and Laphroaig, I'm gonna go with the Ardbeg on this one. I really feel that out of all the Girl Scout cookies that we've tried so far, is that any of the ones with chocolate that wasn't overpowered with coconut has really been Ardbeg for me. So I'm gonna stick with that. I really think that's the better option between the two when you're actually adding that extra chocolate to the mix. It helps. So there it is.
Alright. By the way, those are the best cookie, in my opinion. The chocolate covered peanut butter, I mean, that's hard to... It's a little bit of everything in there. Now, in my mind, typically you would think that Laphroaig might pair better in my mind. At least it did off the bat, thinking with the darker chocolate, or not dark chocolate, but a milk chocolate, and the peanut butter, like on the last one. But actually, I'm going to go Ardbeg on this one.
I thought it enhanced the cookie a little bit. The light part on this got a little spiky with it, but afterwards I thought it worked with the cookie a little bit better. So I'm going Ardbeg on this one.
To Pat's point, I don't know about it being the best cookie out of all of them. I'm still a big Samoa's or Caramel Delight fan. Peanut butter is always a big winner, though. But that being said, we're not judging which is the best Girl Scout cookie. We're judging which pairs best with it. I think probably, for me, the Laphroiag edges it out just a little bit. They're both actually pair fairly well, which is hard to believe. But yeah, probably the Laphroiag for me. I think it brings forward, pairs well with the sweetness in it. So yeah, that's where I'd go. Laphroiag on this one. Ardbeg does a good job, but Laphroiag better.
All right, we're back, and we will tally the votes and find out who won versus the Ardbeg or the Laphroiag. But speaking from just the experiences here with the different cookies, did either one of you find anything interesting happen, or what overall did anything jump out at you?
I think for me, what jumped out at me, and Pat's going to tally the vote because, trust me, trying to remember what I voted on each of them, I can't at this point, even what I did on the last one. But what I found was actually overall, probably if I had to make a choice, I would choose the Laphroiag from an overall basis. I thought it added the most to the experience, once again, of making it being about the cookie. Because once again, if it's about drinking whiskey, you're probably just going to drink whiskey. But if you're doing it with cookies, especially Girl Scout cookies, I'd choose the Laphroiag. I think the most interesting one was probably the way your palate changed with the Thin Mints, or for me, with my palate changed with Thin Mints, because that mint just completely kind of blew some stuff out, so that you completely got some different stuff out of both of the whiskeys. So
Yeah, the Thin Mints blew up your mouth when you jumped into that one. I think the one I liked the best overall was the lemonade one. I think I like the way that one paired with like the Ardbeg, I think, in that one, and the Laphroiag. That was the one I think I liked the best, just because it was bright and refreshing, and I'm not as big a mint fan. I think a lot of the chocolate and peanut butter ones were kind of all playing off each other, and I just don't like coconut, so that one's not going to be winning for me.
It's not a wrong or right thing, people. It's a interpretation.
Sean's wrong too, by the way.
I'm always wrong.
What did you feel about the cookies? Anyone jump out at you as your favorite between the mix?
Well, I am partial to peanut butter, so which is odd because out of the two peanut butter options that we had, chocolate versus non-chocolate peanut butter, I had two different options with it, right? So I found that anything that was dipped in chocolate that had like that chocolate coating on it, I went with the Ardbeg. And then things that didn't, other than, the exception being the overpoweringness of the Samoa or the coconut. So the shortbread with the lemon and the peanut butter by itself, I went with Laphroiag. So, I really do think that, based on your palate, things change because, typically
we were all over the place. That's why I'm tallying shit. I couldn't figure that out.
It's tough to say.
I just let it go. I stopped following what we were doing.
Well, the funny thing is definitely Sean and I have two different palates because what he liked to pair with them stuff, I was completely on the opposite end. Granted, there was two choices,
opinion,
but
right?
No, it's all opinion. I think what we can probably all say is, I love the Caramel Delights or the Samoas, probably best of all of Girl Scout cookies. I think we all three can agree though, that was the worst out of the
It did not. I think it's just because coconut does not mix well with whiskey.
It doesn't. But now with Ardbeg's,
maybe in a possible
newest
drink it does, but
with Ardbeg's newest release, the drum, where it has like that pineapple-y kind of Caribbean undertone to it, then maybe the Samoa might pop out a bit, but we don't have one, so we wanted a fair comparison.
But hey, Ardbeg, if you happen to see this and want to send us a bottle, all three of us a bottle, that'd be great.
We would be happy to take the test with the Samoas.
the one with sharing would be fun. Anyways.
The one non-greedy person.
All right. So now that we've found out the winner,
Yes.
We don't know yet. You're gonna tally it up
I
after.
will, but it's right
There.
I'm thinking it's going to be Ardbeg in the long run, maybe by 2 or 3 votes.
I don't know.
I think that's what's going to happen.
Again, it really depends on the cookie that you eat. So,
Which I know is funny if it does that being that way, given what I said earlier, that Laphroiag probably was my overall, probably what I
I
said.
can
best.
see that though, because the tar actually worked with a couple of them, but after you said that, it scared the crap out of me on the next cookie.
But to be fair, I am sitting on the side of Ardbeg, and then you are sitting on the side
I know.
of Laphroiag.
I know, yeah.
So I'm
True.
down
There
the
is
middle,
biasness in this also.
and I'm down the middle casting the vote.
So he says.
Yeah. So
All right. Well, I'm glad you guys could show up for this little event.
it's fun times.
It was, and I would suggest that next time we'll probably try bourbons.
Ooh, yeah.
I think bourbons might be the one.
Nothing wrong with
I wanted to end a battle in the war and see who won at least a little bit here. But I think bourbons would be the better way to go. With maybe that creme brulee kind of finish in there.
The added flavor that bourbons add.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So until next time, remember, it's not the size of the den that matters. It's the love of the whiskey. Cheers.